guys, Brandon here from Heroic Athletics, just going through the setup and execution of the single arm dumbbell bench press or dumbbell chest press. With this, you're not going to be able to go as heavy as you can with two hands and/or definitely not as heavy as you would with, say, a barbell. But the purpose of this is to work on your core or trunk stability through movement. So my arm is doing a lot of the work, but because I'm only using weight on one side of the body, it's going to try and pull or twist me into that weighted side. So as I come down, it's twisting me. I have to use my trunk to fight against that rotation. So this is a great anti-rotation exercise as well. Set up for it. What I'm going to do, make sure my feet are flat on the bench or flat on the floor while I'm on the bench. So if I'm on a bench, I don't want to have my feet too high. If you need to, you might need to put a plate or a block or something under your feet to make sure that you're stable and in the ground. A lot of chest press, bench press actually gains its stability from your feet being connected to the ground. So that's very important. So when I lay down, feet are nice and flat, I'm creating that stability. So I like to talk a lot about taking a big breath in and bracing through the trunk. So making sure my trunk is nice and stable. The weight is directly over the shoulder, and you might be able to see, maybe Karen can move the camera, but I should be about a 45-degree angle if I'm staring straight up at it from below. So I don't want to be neutral grip. This is a slightly different exercise, still important, but today we're just talking about a 45-degree angle. I also don't want to be too far out this way. When I come down, what this is going to do is, again, it's not a bad thing, but it's going to put a lot more strain and work and stress and load through the anterior delt, so the front of the shoulder. So for this particular exercise, I'm going to angle it 45 degrees, and from here, taking that big breath in and bracing. Okay, the weight is now going to come out a little bit, making sure that the wrist stays over the elbow the entire time. As I come down, and pause here. I should feel a good stretch through the pec. And like I said, this weight, because it's just on one side of the body, it's gonna try and twist me or roll me to the side. So I have to use my trunk to make sure I'm nice and stable. From here, single arm, big breath in, exhale, press as I come up. So it's a big inhale, brace through the trunk, down, and exhale and press. Now, one thing I haven't mentioned yet, your feet want to be connected to the ground. I'm going to create tension through the whole body. So if you can't really tell right now, but I'm actually squeezing my butt, squeezing my glutes. I'm keeping the trunk nice and engaged. Both shoulder blades are against the bench as I go through the movement. If you relax the trunk or the glutes and relax the trunk, it's very easy to throw you out of position. So you want to create tension throughout the whole body, squeezing the butt, driving the feet into the ground. Big breath in and brace through the trunk as I go through this movement. Okay, so great exercise, great movement for not only developing that pressing strength, but your anti-rotation or your trunk stability through movement. Incredibly important if you play any type of sports. It's a great accessory movement to go in conjunction with, say, your bench press or any sort of pressing movement you might be doing that day. Give it a shot. If you have any questions, comments, feedback, drop a comment below, and otherwise, catch you next time.